We are back with another video with the trail. This time we are at Echo Valley on the front 9, and this video is really just going to be putting the trail to the test. I feel like this is a great flip up the flat disc that just goes dead straight, and when I think of that, I think of like a wooded course hitting lines on hyzer. So here at Echo Valley, it's a pretty difficult course. It's a pretty wooded course. Hole 1 is going to be really our only open hole that we play today, and other than that, we're in the woods. We're trying to hit lines with the trail, see how good it does. Honestly, from the first time I threw this disc, I felt like I loved it, and hopefully today we can love it some more. There are a couple shorter holes on this front 9, and for those holes I actually brought the Detour, trying to keep that James Conrad theme going. And then as our putters, we're putting pixels today just for MVP. All right, let's get this party started. Hole 1, 481 feet, par 4. Really just trying to throw a straight drive out there that ends a little left, not too far left because that will pinch us off, but anything in the fairway here works. Oh yeah, and that's why I love that disc. So easy, so straight, minimal fade. Let me know down in the comments what you think I'm gonna shoot today. 3 discs, 9 holes, let me know. Should be able to just put a line drive with my pixel right at the basket. Get the easy birdie, let's hope. Oh yeah. This is definitely like the easiest hole we'll play. The next one's short, but you have to hit a line. This one's pretty open, a par 4, a short one at that. I get sent a lot of discs, and I'm typically not like super impressed right out of the box, but the trail has kind of been different for me. The last disc I felt this good about was the Servo, which kind of does the same thing for me, but it's just a little slower. Hole 2, par 3, down the tunnel, 253 feet. I just did a Detour video the other day, and I kind of learned that I can forehand this disc, and it hyzer flips perfectly. If you haven't watched that video, what the hell, go watch it. I'll put it right here. So I'm just gonna try to take the Detour on a little hyzer, watch it flip up the flat. Hopefully it doesn't leak out on me. Sometimes it's touchy. Oh, that was the worst shot I could have ever thrown. That did not go how I planned. We got a lot of work to do. Let's not take bogey here. I feel like it's an easy bogey to take. It gets you pretty quickly, especially if you kick way left, but it's just so like pointless. It's so short. Get out of it. In the pixel we trust. Or not. That's not fair because that's like my first real putt. I didn't take any practice putts, clearly. Why would I do that? Dumb bogey. I guess that's why hole 1 is nice though, because it's kind of an insurance birdie to get your round started. You already start 1 under, but then the course kind of like tackles you, hits you in the head a couple times. Hole 3, a super tough par 3 at 382 feet. This one's up and to the right, but it's just so far right that it's hard to get the distance, and there's so many trees. I think the trees is really obviously what makes it difficult. Basically just gonna try to throw the trail straight. If we get a little turn, that would be great, but I'm scared to try to put it on Annie because usually I pull him if I do that. Oh yeah, skip. Honestly, I'll take that. You know what? This is not easy, especially since I have to do kind of this step out, standstill. Oh my goodness, Max. Or just park it. That went way better than it should have. Honestly, so far, so good. The only bogey we've had through 3 is when we didn't throw the trail. Hole 4 here, 436, another par 4, OB Creek at the bottom of the hill. Kind of scary, 10 speed could definitely hit that creek if we pier the line, but usually I'm not all that worried because I don't pier it. Oh yeah, now we have to hope that clears. Holy shista, what a shot. Over the OB Creek. The approach shot should be super easy. Probably the best drive I've ever had on this hole. Kind of threw it on a little bit of Annie, rode Annie, and then just hyzered right out of it. So beautiful. If I mess this up, I'm gonna be one salty person. That might be the easiest birdie I've ever had on this hole. Usually I'm working on the upshot. And by working, I mean working overtime. Hole 5, straight downhill, 355. I'm giving the Detour another chance, guys. I don't know if it's a smart idea, but I really want to see the hyzer flip forehand right at it. Nope, it's gonna turn. I don't know if that landed OB or not. Detour today, I'm not throwing it well. The other day I was throwing it beautifully, but the holes were a lot shorter, so maybe that's why I could forehand it. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. It was pixel the whole time. The touch is clearly not there with the Detour today because I keep putting myself in terrible situations. Go in. Oh my gosh. Did you hear the pole? Just hit the pole with that. Okay, but the pixel backhand down the hill, masterclass of a shot. Hole 6, 263, another tunnel shot. I would go Detour, but I don't trust it. I am going forehand trail. This is the first forehand I've ever thrown with this shot. This is an exclusive shot. This is stuff you guys should be paying money for. Exactly what you should be paying money for. Talking a little bit too much shit here. But a par is a par. All right, hole 7, 495, another par 4 here. Again, not super long, but difficult because you have a gap up there you have to hit. There is another OB creek in the middle of those trees. So anything too far, or if you're going for it, too short, you'll end up out of bounds. I think the trail could do really good here. Just a nice little hyzer, flip it up to flat, go dead straight. Usually I land before the creek. Oh my, I don't know if I threw it hard enough to get over. Oh my goodness. The disc is beautiful, guys. I hardly threw that. Usually I don't go over the creek. Both of the creeks that usually I'm playing short of, I went over them today. This disc is kind of amazing. It's awesome because it's so easy too, and you're still getting some nice distance with it. Dead straight, even for the 10 speed. Doesn't fade off hard at the end. I like it. I'm giving the Detour a bad rep this video. Last video I had with it, I felt like we did some good things. I think I'm just not being touchy enough. I'm also trying to throw it too hard. So nice little upshot here, going Detour forehand again. There you go. Close enough to call it a tap in. We got a hole 8 here, par 4, 488. We do have OB up on the right side. I don't want to talk too much about this hole because every time I overtalk it, I mess it up. Around it. Oh my gosh. I did pull it a little right. If it hit that tree, I mean, just in the slightest, it would have kicked OB, but we got around it with a perfect amount of turn. Most people probably wouldn't do this, but my play style is a little different because I like the forehand so much. I'm gonna try to hit the gap on the left, kind of skip it over. There we go. If it settles down, that's coming in a little hot. I even think I could have gotten away with putter there. Made it look easy today. Hole 9 in our last one, par 4, 556. Definitely gettable, but a difficult one just because of this initial gap. You really got to put one quite a ways out there so that on your approach you can bend the corner. Of course, we're going trail right down the middle. Yep. I wanted to get a little bit more turn out of that, but I'm out of the gap. We gotta sit down up there though. It looked like it might have skipped in the woods. This is definitely going to be a tricky approach here. I don't know if I have enough juice actually to get it there. I just didn't flip it. I probably would have had a look if I turned it over a little. It's not high enough. Perfect line. Let's put that a little higher. That ends our day at 3 under, I believe, which is pretty good, especially since we had a bogey as well. That is gonna do it for our video with the trail. I'm absolutely loving this disc. I haven't been this excited about a disc in a while. Well, probably since the servo when I first received that from Disc Golf Deals, but this thing is magical. Dead straight, a little flip up out of it, a little turn if you want it, but overall, it's just flying so well for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.